Hello, welcome to my channel. So today, don't mind me, I gotta wipe off my glasses. But today I'm gonna actually be doing a little chit chat, nothing new type makeup look. Just playing my makeup, stuff that I already have tried and everything. Don't mind the hair. But yeah. Also, I will be talking about right now I have some changes I'm going through between job, work, YouTube, life, updates, and all that. So it'll be all roll into one while I'm put on some makeup for today. Today is actually Wednesday, so when I film this it'll be Wednesday, but when you guys see this it will actually be Saturday and everything. So let's go ahead and get into it. So I'm not really going to be talking about the makeup I'm putting on. I'm just going to basically just talk about subjects and different subjects and everything. And all of that. Everything that I put on and will be on my face will be down below. So if you want to check that out, check that description box and everything. But I'm going to get started so this won't be a long video and all that. Okay, so I'm just going to start my primer and all that. So let's start with the job. So you guys know I've been working at this place for quite some time. I've been working there for almost 4 years now. And some stuff happened and everything. And then you guys know that my rent went up to quite a bit of large amount. So between me working and my son working, I'm going to take my ring off so that I won't get makeup all over it. So, between of that, I have to make decision of getting a full-time job. So me working part-time and my son work full-time, unfortunately, we can't really pay the rent and get everything else, because that's kind of strain on both of us. So, yeah. So, also, I was on this 90-day thing to where I couldn't miss work because I was really sick in January of this year, and I missed a lot of days. Always beginning of the year, I don't know what happens, but I get sick. My allergies act up. It just all, with the weather change and everything during that time, it just all come down all at once on me. So there are days where I'm sneezing, don't feel well, and all that. So because of that, I was on this like 90-day thing where I couldn't miss work for that period of time. And that started in March, middle of March. So, so I was doing good and all that. And then in April, we finally got our lease signed. It was a really ridiculous amount. We live in a place where you shouldn't have that amount. You know, we live in a Section 8 HUD apartment. We, between me and my son working the way we do, it shouldn't have went over that amount. So now I'm in the process of calling people, trying to get this figured out, and trying to not miss work. Well, when I was taking the money out for May, I come to find out that I didn't have enough money to get to work this whole week. And I knew that if I missed one day, automatically, bye-bye. Which I'm not doing this on purpose. So, it was either me paying the electric bill, getting the food, and the rent. Because I have total 3 kids I have to take care of. My oldest one, again, has a job. But still the other 2, and my husband. So, because of all of that, I had to choose. It sucked. I mean, truly it did. Because it was either me pay all that stuff and us have food and a place to stay and the lights on everything, or me go to work and not lose my job. So I was in a very awkward, really very awkward position. As a mom, as a person that provided and paid for most of the stuff, very awkward position. So what I decided to do in that process was to go ahead and pay what I had to pay. I knew, so we have a bus, so I'm like, okay, I could just ride the bus, you know, ride it to and from back to work. No biggie, still have a job. Well, that past Monday, I rode the bus. Well, he's trying to ride the bus. Well, the bus never showed up. And it's typical living in a certain state, you know, our buses are not very reliable. Sometimes they break down, sometimes they don't show up, sometimes they just disappear. You know, things like that. So I had to call in because I literally had no way from getting to work whatsoever. In the process of calling these people and trying to get our lease down to the correct amount. So, well, they called me that day, or at least the next day, Tuesday. It was after I called that person and got what I needed to get to see if, you know, if our case is approved and if we could do anything about it. So they called me and said, hey, you missed a day of work, you're still on 9-day restriction, you still, you know, you were supposed to be missing a day of work. I'm like, I know, it's transportation, it sucks. It's kind of, now I'm at the point where I'm not only trying to find a full-time job, because I was going to find a full-time job before I stopped doing this one. So it kind of went backwards, and that happened, and now I'm not only looking for a full-time job so I get more money, I'm just trying to, you know, make sure that we have everything. And now, unfortunately, which I don't like doing this as a mom, if anyone know, if you guys are a mom and you guys in this situation where your son is the one to make most of the money and you are just a part-timer, you have other people to take care of besides yourself and, you know, your husband, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. And my mom always says. So in the process of this, now it's come to a point where, and I don't like doing this, and I told my son, I explained everything to him that day. Now I can't, now he has to be the main provider. For now. And I told him, don't worry, I have this one job that when my mom works, I'm trying to get to, because she gets paid really good, she works full time, she can be transferred back and forth, so everything is, you know, good in that situation. We have the May rent paid, we have the electric rent paid, and we are now trying to get, now only thing we need to focus on is getting food and all that, and me getting a full-time job, so that way I can start paying what I'm supposed to be paying and being the mom I need to be. So that kind of affects my YouTube channel. It's not saying that I'm going to stop doing YouTube and I'm going to stop producing, you know, videos and everything. I still am. But me trying new makeup and playing with new makeup and buying new makeup and reviewing and all of that kind of in a halt now. Because I literally now will have no money for a while until I get a full-time job and back to that situation. Now, if I get my mom's job, she actually works in the afternoon. She mostly in the afternoon type person. And I'm going to be using the Hershey's Kisses from Glam and the milk chocolate version. Just want to do a nice simple look. I'm only going to use a couple of shades here, and then I'm going to use a single shadow from Space One in Matcha. But her job is pretty much you work in the afternoon. So she'll work from like 3 p.m. to like not much. It's just mostly going to be, you know, what videos I do and what stuff I put on my channel and all of that. So I'm just at that point where now I just have to, you know, find a full-time job, make sure that everything get paid, and make sure my son don't have to deal with all of this. Because in a way it kind of sucks, because, you know, when you have kids, your responsibility is to take care of your kids no matter what. You know, no matter what it takes, no matter how long it takes, you know, no matter what you got to do. That point where it was a matter of time before this happens. Like, I didn't even know that rent was going to be up this amount. Like, with me and my husband, and finally got it, you know, to a point where we could sign the papers, and now they're saying no one paying this ridiculous amount. And I'm like, at the time I'm still working less than 3 hours. My son were working the same amount, and so that's when the battle of trying to get the rent to where it's supposed to be. And there's other stuff going on here that is not correct, that the managers who own this place is not doing anything that they're not doing anything, doing stuff they're not supposed to be doing. Like, if you live in a Section 8 apartment and if things happen inside apartment, whether it's yours, whether you did or didn't do it, they're saying that we should pay for it. Which, again, I lived for 14 years. It should happen. Like, laws I lived here, anything happened in the apartment was my decision, or my doing, or not my doing, or my kids doing, or not my kids doing, you know, we were responsible for that. Only thing we're responsible for is to make sure we keep the place clean, pay the rent, the gas, and that's pretty much it. You know, stuff like that. But it just like, wow. So these are the type of people that we're living with. And also, as soon as I do get a full-time job, we will be moving. I don't know where. My husband actually wants to move to a house because he's sick and tired of living in an apartment. I've lived in my apartment my entire life. So I know, you know, what to expect and what the apartment people expect from us and everything. So it's kind of like, so yeah, it's just at the point where it's like, wow, are you serious? Like, are you really freaking serious when it comes to this and everything? So yeah, I'm going to actually use a little bit of this color from the, what is it, almond palette. See if I can lighten this up. So it just like really come to a point where it's like, oh my god, are you being serious, people? This ain't how you run an apartment. This ain't how you do this. So it's kind of like, wow. So yeah, that is what's happening lately. You know, I knew with this rent and everything is going to take more money out from me. I knew that you can't really rely on the buses here because, again, they run, but sometimes they don't run on time or they don't run at all. And you can't really predict, you know, when they're supposed to be running and when they're not supposed to be running. Even though I had the schedule and it says exactly, you know, hey, you're supposed to run at this time and this time. And went out on time. But at the end, I knew it wasn't going to work out. I knew that I had to get a full-time job, and I knew it was only a matter of time before it was like, okay, enough's enough. Because they've been working me the same shift for several months now, and my husband was like, man, this ain't right. You know, they shouldn't be working you at the same shift. They shouldn't be working you at the same time every week and all that. I'm like, I know. So, yeah, it just what it is, and now I'm looking forward, and we gotta move forward, and now I have to get a full-time job and all that before the end of the month, so my son won't have to be, always make sure that, but this is what it look like. Sorry. So I'll be putting on my, from the Space Cosmetic. It's a very old brand. They don't sell this stuff anymore as far as I know. I'm at that point right here where, you know, I'm now gotta look for another job. I gotta look for a full-time job to help pay for rent and electric bill and everything else that goes along with, you know, take care of places, surviving and living and all that. Well, at that point right now. So I'm just gonna take my clean blending brush and just need, you know, someone to pray for me or someone to, because I told my friend, he's praying for me. I haven't told my mom yet because I know what her reaction is going to be. And she always told me, don't ever quit a job or stop a job until you get another one. And at this, at this point, you know, it was only a matter of time, for real. It was only that matter of time before they were like, oh, I'm sorry, we've got to let you go. You know, you did the 9 day, and no matter was the transportation or me trying to get there and there was no transportation and no one to take me, it still, you know, caused problems. So, yeah. It is what it is. And I just have to face the fact that, you know, now to get a full-time job, hope I get the job my mom is and everything. So I'm going to go ahead and put on foundation. I'm just using my Fenty Pro Filter foundation, software pro, and all that. So yeah, I'm just doing a nice, easy makeup today. You know, not really going out. Mostly just staying home as usual, trying to get, you know, notifications. You know, and my husband like, well, listen, I could catch up on YouTube and everything, and you could, you know, finally do what you want to do and all that. So yeah, I mean, it's a good thing, don't get me wrong, but in a way it's a bad thing because now I have to come to a point where I can't, you know, I can't let my son take over everything. I can't, you know, be like, okay, yay, now I can sleep late and now I have freedom and now I can do what I want to do and not care about what, you know, happened to my son and care about that, he has to now take over and now he has to pay for everything till I get a job and what that could do to him and everything. Because I know that I talked to him the other day and it pretty much is like, what is, what is. And my son is like me. Once we get mad about something, we don't show feelings. We kind of keep it inside for a really long time. And then one day, it just automatically comes out. And that's exactly it. Because I saw him do this before. And I'm like, you know you're like me. We come to this and everything, you know, it's going to get to a point where it's going to be too much for him. He's going to want to move out. He's going to want to get the heck away from here, which I don't blame him. And all of that. So I'm like, you know, do what you gotta do. I will survive. Always survive. I got taught by a vegan mom who taught me how to survive through circumstances like this. It taught me what to do and not to give up and do what I need to do to take care of my kids. So, you know, like, if you want to get out, if you want to be like, hey, I had enough and everything, then so be it. Go do it. I'm like, I don't blame you one bit. This is a lot on him, and this is, you know, and I know he's helping out because he don't want his brother to starve. I don't want his brother to be homeless. I don't want his brother, you know, he don't want us to be homeless or starving or not have electricity and all that. And he say, understand my circumstance, he understand what's going on. The part of me like that, I know you understand. I still feel like that, I understand that you might get irritated and mad. Because that's how I would be, like, literally, like, I'm always irritated and mad about the situation and about the rent and about the job and the whole freaking 9 yards and trying to deal with everything and trying to make sure that I have what my kids need and still be able to take care of them. And now I got, you know, literally relying on my son to be like, hey, can you get this? And can you get that? And can you get this? And can you get that? And it's like, no. That ain't how it should go, you know. I'm going to use my boieing brink concealer because this actually will kind of act a lot. So, I do want to be brightened, but I don't want it to be, you know, stark white like this. But yeah, that's what's been going on lately. Unfortunately, you know, things went from worse to bad and all of that. And what's worse about my son is like literally dealing with it in a way that I knew he would, in a way that I kind of figured he would, because I don't blame him for, you know, deep down inside being irritated with the mama and being irritated with everything. And but I told him, you know, like, don't worry, I'm planning on getting a job. I'm not planning on, you know, being a stay-at-home mom and let you take care of everything and let you pay for everything, because even though you are literally an adult now, you still shouldn't be responsible for, you know, all of that. So, yeah. But I'm going to go ahead and use my powder. Use my Rare Beauty powder. Because I really do like this, and I kind of do like it for underneath the eyes too. So that's where we are right now. And that reason why I kind of want to do this type of video, because I know it's going to affect my YouTube channel. I know it's going to affect to a point where, you know, I can't necessarily get new stuff or view new stuff or buy new stuff or anything like that. And I know that's what my channel is about, is playing makeup and buying makeup and reviewing makeup and testing out makeup and everything. I know you guys really do like that. But unfortunately, you know, when you're in this circumstance where you can't really, don't have the money to really do what you gotta do and want to do what you want to do, you have no choice but to do what you gotta do. So I will be getting back to that, don't worry. It's just something that is happening. Pretty much, it's just another chapter in my life that is going to be now passing by and everything. So fortunately, that's how what's been going on. And again, I just want to make you guys aware of, maybe I'll be able to film a lot more because of this. But when I do get a job and I do end up, you know, playing, and I do end up, you know, doing that. But for right now, this is pretty much how it's going to be until I get a job. And with my money, it won't be like it was before. Again, it's going to be way different than I thought. And yeah, I'm just taking my LYS and giving me some color, because I know deep down, yeah, so I know I look right here, but trust me, on here it looks different because I have my lights on. So try to bronze up and not look so, you know, white. But that way you guys know that when I have changes in my YouTube video, and that's the reason why, it just, yeah, that's just unfortunately how it's going and how my life is for right now. It's in a sucky process whatsoever. And now I just have this big change I gotta deal with. A big change of pretty much not having a job and look for one, and trying to deal with everything that goes along with that. So I'm hoping to get this job where my mom is, because that will actually help me a lot. Because if I get this job, it will actually help me a lot, not only in money, but in transportation and a lot of things. So this is the color. Let me turn this down too. So this is the color. Very beautiful. I really do like it. So it's from, the balm is called Big Date. It's this one right here. But yeah, you know, that's life. Anything changed, and I didn't expect to not have a job, and didn't expect not to, you know, deal with this and everything. But again, it is what it is, and you know, I can't really do nothing about it. I just move on. move in with this. I don't give a damn. Sorry, my husband is talking to his friends about everything, and he said that we'll get a new place. My son's not moving in because he thinks he's the reason why all this is happening, because of my son having a full-time job, which is bullcrap. You know, he ain't the reason why this is happening, ain't the reason why this all happened. It happened because probably people are being a-holes, and they want to kick everyone out, and they want to get the people who lived here the longest out and everything. So that's what really thing that irritates me about him, is that he has to blame my son just because he had a full-time job and keep thinking that, oh, you're the reason why we are doing this. Okay, so let me go ahead and put on, I have everything. I'm going to go ahead and spray my face, and then I'm going to put it on eyebrows. And all of that. So I'm just going to do, of course, my Benefit one, Gimme Brow, quick and easy. This one and the Coastal one is my favorite one because it gives me good brows and it's quick and easy, like this. And this is actually a really good shade for me, so. And then after this, we'll do quick mascara, lips, and then we will be completely done with this video and everything. But I actually do like the way it looked. But yeah, and it's not my son's fault. I mean, he got a full-time job when he was in high school, and that was about a few years ago. He got a job when he actually turned 18, after he turned 18 and graduated from high school. And the thing about that is that he didn't know he's going to get this job, and didn't know that, you know, it's going to end up like this. And now my husband, he keeps saying, well, it's his fault, his fault, his fault. If he didn't get a job, this wouldn't be happening. He didn't get a job, that would not be happening. Drive me nuts. Well, he does. So I'm going to take my Juvia's Place. This is the mauve Marmot. This is the one, the soft matte, when they came out with like the new section, new collection, like the purple, the pinks, the browns, and all that. So I got this color. It's a very beautiful, like neutral pink, and I figure it'll look good with the eyes. It's mostly like brown and green and all that. So it's very smooth, creamy formulation. And of course, I'm going to top out with a lip gloss. And this is also from the Hershey collection. This is called the Cookie and Cream one, which is nice, like a little nudie pink. You guys can see. Build it up some, but yeah, nudie pink. And I'm just going to put this on top. But this is the look, and that is the final look and everything. And then we have eyelashes. I'm just going to use my eyelash from Ina Beauty. I actually do like this mascara. It's small, and it does actually get into like the corners of the eye, like the inner lashes, which actually does help me, because some of the lashes, some of these are like pretty big and all that. So, and sometimes it's hard to get into like the inner lashes. So plus today's a very rainy, dreary day, so that's the reason why I kind of want to do this video too. But put my glasses on and everything. But this is the final look and all of that. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys enjoy my update, rants, and all of that. Again, things are different, so this might be different. Yeah, I will have more time to film, more time to upload and do all of that, but in the process of look for a job. So now this is my priority, but then look for a job my first main priority and stuff like that. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys enjoy watching this. Again, comment down below what video you like to see and what video you would like to see from me, because I would love to do different variety video now that I'm looking for a job and things are kind of switched around and all that. So till then, my name is Christina. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and give it a thumbs up and all that. And don't forget to hit the notification bell down below. That way you guys know when I upload every weekend and Wednesday. And I'll see you later in my next video. Till then, have a lovely day and night where you guys are. Bye.
Made a love potion for you. Little sweet inside.